was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
Two of the dopest rappers in this world today are none other than CyHi the Prynce and J.Cole. Don't argue that, right? Just know that. Without a doubt, right? So a few days ago, CyHi dropped a diss song about J.Cole out of nowhere, right? And everybody was wondering why. But it all started with a tweet that CyHi says had nothing to do with J.Cole. But fans of J.Cole felt like he was taking shots at Cole. So the tweet was, I grew up in an era where your lyricists were from the streets. Now it's a bunch of straight A students who dropped out of college their sophomore year to be rappers. You can tell they don't have any life experiences. They're just good with words. I'm cool with a couple of college dropout rappers, but I miss when authentic lyrics like Jay-Z, Nas, DMX, T.I., Outkast, etc. were mainstream and not just the kids who were just good in literature class. Yeah. Ye was the original, right? Now that's all the mainstream rappers these days. Now, I rocks with CyHi. He always comes off as a loyal, humble, straight up dude, right? He is who he is. He understands his place in the game. And I believe he wasn't taking shots at J. Cole directly or individually. But there are a lot of rappers that fall under this, right? I think he was paying homage to Kanye by saying he started the college rapper movement, right? The college dropout movement. That's Kanye's thing. College wasn't anything cool before Kanye, y'all, right? Kanye made college cool. He made a whole theme out of it, and it's some of the greatest music in the history of rap, right? And you did this right when J. Cole dropped the Fall Off. And like I said, J. Cole falls under this as well, right? As a college dropout, who is kind of in the lane that Kanye created as well, as the smart rapper who's not street, but he's still dope, right? He's just as dope as anybody else, without talking about all the traditional things and the negativity that we're used to hearing from rappers. CyHi also came out and said, I wasn't talking about J. Cole, but since y'all reminded me, so he's blaming the fans, right? And him just being a barbarian and an MC, he with it anyway, y'all. They always are. That's how rappers are. But remembering False Prophets, where Kanye was dissed by J. Cole, right? J. Cole clearly was talking about Kanye and Wale on this song. Now, he also said, right? Speaking of the 10 years, why did you wait? Someone tweeted, bro's about to get ready for his world tour, trying to diss a ninja 10 years later that don't give a great bars though. The bars were great, though. This is me talking. The bars were great. Great bars though. Insane flips in that MF. But all this for 15 minutes of fame on the timeline is lame. So CyHi comes back and says, when I catch you, I catch you. If you shoot in my car 10 years ago, when I see you 10 years later, it's up, my boy. Spoken like a true barbarian. Like, bro, CyHi is the worst person to have on you as a barbarian, bro. It's like, can it get hotter in the kitchen? Right? The bars don't get better. Because some of the stuff he said on Lose Control, man, I don't know. You gotta have some mean rebuttals for those. Anyway, he said more. We're gonna clear all of this up as to why he's dissing or taking shots at J. Cole. So someone else, seems like a J. Cole fan, said, you see Cole as a layup. CyHi never had to do him like that. Yeah, he really did. So CyHi said, it's not a diss. I just had a conversation with him, right? Just a conversation, which is arrogant in itself, but it was just a convo, right? Let me talk to the little homie. Sit your punk ass in the back seat. Anyway. All right, so yeah, he said more, y'all. So he also said, yeah, just like Frank Lucas, I want everybody on the block to see me down your man. You mad. He is still rich off all y'all money while running around here pandering like he poor. Perfect. That seems personal though, right? That seems more personal. Like you've been watching Cole. You don't like J. Cole. I don't think you like J. Cole. CyHi. right? He said more. So remember what he said about the college dropout stuff, right? That he didn't really mean that. But someone said, see, Cole should have never backed out of the battle. Not everybody want to chime in. Nobody going at Kendrick because they know he played like that, right? And it put a few careers on hold, rather, right? He came back to say this. I guess he was more talking about Kendrick Lamar instead of J. Cole. He said, we are not scared of a college kid when you really been outside. Unfortunately, a college kid doesn't move us. So he brought the college kid back to Kendrick Lamar. And keep in mind how Kanye feels about Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole for that matter. But I'm thinking that was more targeted towards Kendrick than J. Cole. But it's just my thoughts. It's my thought. But he's proven that there's some energy behind the college dropout stuff. Then someone said that he would rather shoot at Cole for pointing out facts about his daddy, meaning Kanye West, than to hold his daddy accountable. That don't make you a real one. That makes you a pawn. You 41 searching the internet for validation. So CyHi came back and said, who's daddy? I'm cool with being a pawn because when I make it to the other side, I'm a knight and I'm coming back to cut your head off. Spoken like a true barbarian who is CyHi. So someone also said, you wait on Cole to retire and then do this, right? So CyHi also let it be known that he's also retired, right? I'm done making music too. What are you talking about? So it seems like this was all started by J. Cole fans, right? He said he wasn't talking to J. Cole, but that's a weird excuse because you didn't have to fall for that. I mean, fans tweet out and respond to a lot of stuff all the time, like in defense of their favorite rapper. Doesn't mean you had to do what you did. Like
fatality.
Yeah, you didn't have to do all that, but you did it though, CyHi. And to be honest, like the bar session between you and Cole, even though Cole's not gonna respond, just the initial thought of it, right? I'm having fun with just thinking J. Cole may say some subliminal lines to you. Maybe, right? And only time will tell. If that should happen, I will report that. As you all see, like we do our research around here. But yeah, let me know what you think about the reason why CyHi dissed J. Cole. Is it justified, right? And if it's 10 years or 10 days, like that, does it matter to you when the response comes, right? Let me know in the comment section, and I will keep you all in tune with the news. Chip.